Hello. Dirty trucking. Over here in Findlay, Ohio. Getting unloaded real quick. This video is gonna be about people getting away with shit that you knew you wasn't fucking supposed to be doing in the first place. I'm not gonna, I ain't gonna sugarcoat this shit. You knew you wasn't supposed to be doing that fucking shit in the first place. Let me grab my lotion real quick, because one of my viewers on here be paying that goddamn close attention that he saw the rusty hands. So you see this? Put this cocoa butter on here, so you won't be saying nothing about this video. All right. Okay, now. Show you right. Dirty trucking and put that lotion on, because I have viewers that be paying that close attention. You see, I have rusty hands. No, I have truckers working hands. That's what I have. My hands ain't got to be greased all the damn time, because shit, you in grease all the damn time, and you always washing your hands all the way down. All the time, your hands always dried out all the goddamn time. Shit. Well, to make this video, there we go. There. All right. Is that okay for you? Is that okay with you, viewer? Is that looking good? All right. I don't want to see no comments on here about them hands no more. All right. Not today, anyway. But back to the video. This is about getting away with shit you know you weren't supposed to be doing in the first place. I don't play that shit. Now, on these jobs, they like to let people, workers and all that shit, get away with shit they ain't supposed to be goddamn doing. Just for the sake of, they don't want to see nothing happen to them. They don't want to see them lose their job. That's understandable. They just did something stupid. Okay, that's understandable. I understand all that too. I'm sympathetic to it too. I am. If I was a boss, I'd be sympathetic to it too. But if you continue to do it, or if you do it after you've been told not to do it, okay, that sympathy is gone. I have no sympathy for you. If you do something that you were told not to do, and you do it again, there's no sympathy. I have sympathy when you first get told, okay, we want to play the stupid route that your old grown ass didn't know what you were doing. For the sake of this video, your overgrown ass didn't know what the fuck you was doing when you did what you did that caused what to happen. For the sake of the video, let's go that route. Group chat. Now, I posted on here the video of what happened after I got in group chat. That was unbelievable shit. Matter of fact, the delivery I was at is not too far from this delivery. Down the street, maybe about 5-6 miles down the street, where I was sitting at. And I started getting all these crazy ass motherfucking text messages to my goddamn phone. My phone number. That I paid for. That's my phone number. Motherfuckers that ain't even my man. I don't even know you. Decided you wanted to play on my phone. Thought you had the right because of the company put you in a group chat and my number happened to be on there. Thought you had a right to play on somebody's goddamn phone. Overgrown ass. Thought they did. Okay, I let the terminal manager handle it. Didn't have a problem since. Till I just started noticing a couple of messages coming from my dispatcher with a number that seems to disappear. A 586 area code. It'll be on there 1 minute, the next minute it ain't on there no damn more. And once a phone number call your phone or text your phone, it's supposed to be on there. It's supposed to still be on there. Once they call your phone, the number's supposed to still be on there. But the past couple of days, it ain't been every day, I've been receiving messages that I started other numbers attached to it. Didn't pay attention to it at first. Till today. Got the message for this load. Wasn't sending group message about the load, but where to take the box from the load after I get empty was mysteriously sending group chat. you know, I like these explanations that people come up with to explain away a lot of the nonsense and the bullshit that's going on. But it don't fly with me. See, that's like an officer telling you, don't do something again, and you fuck around and do it. What you think gonna happen? That's the same on the job. If somebody tell you, don't do something again, you're not supposed to do it. That don't mean try it. That don't mean pretend you forgot. That don't mean act like you forgot or you didn't know. But that ain't gonna fly with me. You can pull that over with the company, but that ain't gonna fly with me. I see that a lot out there in trucking, over the road. The dispatchers, especially. It was dispatchers that was really doing it. The dispatchers, the planners, using communication with them. The dispatcher call you up on the phone. And I know I'm not preaching to the choir here on this one. They call you up on the phone and get you to do something. A lot of truckers, I've, in my years of OTR, and just sitting around shooting the breeze with truckers and orientation, or even just up at the truck stop, or just sitting there just talking. There's been a lot of truckers I done ran into out there that told me the same scenario of having conversations with their dispatcher on the phone, and something happened. They end up fired for something, or something happened behind that conversation. And then when they sought out the resources within the company for assistance, they got none. What don't help? You want to know why? They heard what the driver said, but they didn't believe him. They put it all on the driver. They failed to believe that their own dispatch, hired help, would be doing things to get a driver fired or in trouble, DOT tickets or citations. Or they fail to believe something like that would be going on at their company. They fail to, they blind. To what's happening right in front of them. You're not going to tell me, I can go into a company and damn near pinpoint what the problem is. Just give me about a week there. Consistently, just being there. Hearing the complaints from the drivers. I can pretty much tell what's going on wrong at your company. Immediately. Even just me being there. I can tell you what the problem is. But I don't like people doing shit that you were told not to do. Especially when it comes to me. I'm a female driver in this industry. I'm not behind in the times, but it's just some features of a fucking cell phone I just don't fucking find necessary to use. Now, these jobs have gotten into, they want to send a quick message to the driver. This group chat text shit. Group chat. Group texting, whatever you fucking call it. They'll send a message, but you fail to consider the possibility of what could happen if someone got hold of somebody's number and it turned into some type of harassment situation, or harassment takes place. And the one thing I noticed with that group chat shit, it showed everybody's phone number, and they showed what conversation that phone number said. The conversation went to the phone number. That's a dangerous thing. What if you send a message and you fuck around and forget you still in group chat? You thought you were just sending this private message to the whoever, the dispatcher, but you were still linked in a group chat. You didn't check to make sure it was just going to one individual. Now everybody saw it. That's what happened that day. I started getting them harassing messages from a delivery that's about 6 miles from here. down the street, around the corner. I was sitting there. Somehow I was put in group chat. It was good intentions. But I didn't think the drivers would be so stupid to do what they did. I responded via group chat to let them know I didn't want to be in group chat. And holy hell set off after that. The drivers started talking stupid, talking about what they was going to do with my phone number, what they were going to do, and what I can't stop them from doing, all that. You know, I remember back in the day, if that was me, even today, I'd be fired for that shit. Point blank. They would say I was harassing somebody. See, that's the funny story about me everywhere I go. They're always talking about that sexual harassment. That shit that happened to me at Chrysler. Because everywhere I go, I run into somebody that knew about that. And I run into somebody that knew somebody from where I used to work at that knew about that story. That's how they go. Always thinking I did that. I don't care how many times I say I was falsely accused. I didn't do that. That they was lying. These motherfuckers seem to think that was something I actually did. And what the legal system did by not holding Warren Truck Plant accountable for that, you opened the door for all these other employers that I go to actually do that and get away with it. Because that's exactly what's been happening. Doing some harassment type shit, cleverly explaining that shit off, and they getting away with it. Until it pisses me off to the point that when I'm ready to leave, if you're not going to do nothing about it, I'm not going to continue to work here. You seem to think I forgot about the harassment issue that just happened not too long ago. I'm not that friendly with you. I come here to do my job. I ain't that goddamn friendly. It's a line you can't cross with me, but once you cross that motherfucking line, that's it. That harassment shit, that overly friendly shit, and trying to hook up date shit, that ain't me on the job. I'm in trucking. You know, male predominant industry. Why would I want my phone number spread across all these motherfucking drivers? All it takes is one to realize that's your number, and you start getting messages. I don't want to be contacted by you. And I don't want nobody giving easy access to contact me to set me up in a possible harassing type situation. But this video is about people who do stuff like that. Stuff like this that happens on the job. Certain people seem to be able to do that shit and get away with it with a fucking slap on the hand. A talking to. Like you didn't know. You weren't supposed to do that. Now, if you told him not to put you in group chat, and you end up in group chat again, okay, where we gonna go with that? Am I supposed to play stupid like you didn't know? It was the biggest incident at the company. And I'm supposed to believe you didn't know. You thought you could just send a quick group chat because you had quite a few drivers coming to a location. No, that's the way you trying to explain that. Because that ain't the first time I got a group chat message. And this is what I'm talking about. People doing shit that's really harassing to me. That's getting away with it with a slap on the motherfucking hand. But had that be me, it'd be a Warren Truck incident. I'll be hauled in, management, talking to safety, HR, all that bullshit. But when somebody at the company do it that's in management, dispatchers, don't nothing happen to them. You just keep getting to do this shit over and over again. Some of them do it because they doing it deliberate. Some of them doing it to try and see how far they can go, if they can get away with it. That's what they do. Getting away with shit you knew you weren't supposed to be doing. In a court of law, If a judge here that you was told not to put me in group chat and you turned around and did it again, you think that judge is going to believe your bullshit by saying you didn't know? I'm just saying, because I had multiple drivers going there. It was multiple drivers that was harassing me when I was in the last group chat. And you put me back in there again. What do you think that judge gonna think? Don't think you did it deliberately. What you did. You know, and I could peep that shit about certain folks that like to do shit deliberately because they know you don't like it. And they get away with that shit, but you're not gonna get away with it with me because I'm gonna say something. And you gonna know I don't like it. And I'm gonna make it known to whoever I need to make it known to that I don't like what you was doing and what you've been doing. And in fact, that I think you doing it deliberately. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do. Now you can go have that conversation with them and explain that bullshit to them. Why you continuing to do something that you knew you weren't supposed to do. You don't need to group chat me. You ain't been group chatting me. I don't care if you got 4, 5, 6 damn drivers coming here. You ain't been group chatting me. You got a company-wide message? Hey, you need to print them out, put them in the mailbox. We come in and get it. Shoot an email. I understand you got a lot of drivers. You want to get a message across. But after that fiasco the last time, you see your drivers didn't act like they were grown. And actually did something that was considered harassment. Now that incident is long gone. Until today, I noticed I was back in group chat. Wondering why the hell I was in group chat. Why am I in a group chat with it looked like 3 other phone numbers and a 4th one that was a 586 that keep disappearing? And that's what I keep noticing. Numbers, that number pop up to disappear. Which lead me into when I got that citation. People, since I've been in trucking, I've had a good record. Don't have no points. Didn't have no points. So I got to this goddamn company. They kept trying to get me points at the other company. I got tired of driving that raggedy ass shit, looking out the window, in fear of law enforcement getting behind us, pulling us over. Because they had us doing something they knew we weren't supposed to be doing. Or telling us to do something you knew we wasn't supposed to be fucking doing. I got tired of it. Get here. Now I notice you're doing shit deliberate. That day I left that delivery on Friday when I pulled out of North Canton, Ohio, it was daylight. I think it was 3:37 p.m. Broad daylight. 3.5 hour drive back to get over into Michigan to get to Detroit. It was fucking daylight. My headlights were working. I had no thought in my mind that my headlight had blew out. And I was in utter shock when that DOT officer told me he pulled me around because it was out. How many times do I got to get pulled over by DOT? We just got pulled over not too long ago because my dispatcher mysteriously put me on a load that was overweight. Overweight, but it fell on the shipper because that load particularly came from China that day. We didn't get it loaded here. Came in on a train. There was no way for me to get it unloaded. Hey, that fell on the shipper. But I often wondered, how did you know that day, that load, that particular load, was overweight? I get to the place where it's delivered to, they talking about this how they load it all the time. This is how they been loading it. When I seen, remember the last load I brought there, the bags were loaded different. You had 2 in the back, not 1 in the back. That's what I remember. How people start telling you certain things. And that's another thing. People like to tell you things. And they think they getting away with telling me anything. Like I'm Boo-Boo the Fool. You think you gonna just tell me any fucking thing. And it's supposed to blow over. You supposed to explain away any damn thing. And I'm supposed to believe it. No, I don't believe it. I'll make you think I believe it. I don't believe it at all. Until I get to the point where I'm gonna just finally fucking tell you. I don't believe it. I don't believe a word of what the fuck you said. I don't believe you didn't know. I believe you did know. I believe everything I said that's been going on is deliberate. I believe you've been switching shit. I believe you set me up to get points on purpose just because I didn't have any. I believe you did it on purpose. I believe you were going around seeing which weight station gonna be the one to fuck up my goddamn clean, perfect record. I believe you set that day up. Because I remember that day, before I pulled out the yard, DTE trucks was happening to be up in there. DTE was happening to be up in there that day. One on this side, then one rolled past me, going around like he was checking. I guess they in there to read the meters or something. But they were in the yard that day. DTE was in the yard that day. And I thought it was strange because since I've been there, I ain't never seen DTE come up in there at all. But DTE was up in there that day. That day, my fucking headlight happened to go out. And if you don't think they can't rig shit to happen at a certain time, you in la-la motherfucking land. Why in the hell would you rig that? Why the hell would you make my headlight go out? The only reason I know you did it was to get me points on my goddamn license. Because that's what they've been wanting. Every job I go to. They talk about you want to hire me because I got a clean record. I've never seen a company that go out of their way that allows shit to go on. That will get you a citation, a ticket, points on your license. And then talk at me like, you know what pissed me off when I heard that safety guy, this is the same safety guy that had to handle the matter with the load that was overweight. And then they did me a inspection on the truck. Came out clean. They just had an inspection on the truck. And then on the February 18th, this truck had just had an inspection at the yard. Well, before the 18th. Just had an inspection on the truck. That was a few days before I pulled that load. This truck just had an inspection by safety themselves at the yard. And I end up with a fucking headlight gold out. The only reason they did that shit was to get me a citation. You was trying to get me ticketed. And you want points on my record. You want me to go around getting a fucked up driving record just because you got a ticket. You got points. And I've never seen no shit like that before in my life. Where people find out you got a good record. You ain't never seen that. You got a good clean record and then all of a sudden they start doing something to fuck up your record. Until that one motherfucker do it. That Monroe station coming back in to Michigan. He told me it was just a safety check. And I remember seeing that on that citation. I snapped a picture of it, sent it to the owner of the truck, sent it to the terminal manager that night. Before I placed that citation in the mailbox to that company because nobody else was there. Nobody's there on the weekend from that company. Got a call that Monday from safety. Not expecting he finna tell me I'm getting 6 points. Talking about, well, we can't dispute this. How can you prove? I can't prove that your headlights was working. Oh, so now you accusing me of lying to you. I mean, it sounds fucked up that the one person that's so adamant about having this equipment inspected ends up with a headlight out and a citation for it. And you don't find that motherfucking strange. The person you got at your company that had no points end up with a headlight out and you don't find that strange. You don't want to dispute it. Well, I am. Because on the way back, I passed 2 law enforcement officers on the way back. The last one I passed was facing me when I got off on US 2. That was to take me over to 280 to hit 75 to head on up into Michigan. That was the last law enforcement officer I passed off of 90. I-90 to US 2 to 2, Highway 2 in Ohio. Rode that all the way over to 280. I hope along that route they got cameras. I passed 2 law enforcement officers before I even got up to that weight scale. It was still daylight. The roads, I believe, blew that light out. And I'm gonna take a look at the headlight to see if any moisture in there, to see if water could have blew it out. But it was mysterious that shit happened that motherfucking day when they sent me down there, way down in Ohio, to North Canton, Ohio. And you ain't gonna tell me that wasn't rigged, that they didn't plan that shit, that this was a setup. You ain't gonna tell me that. This was just a freak accident to get me points. No. For somebody who ain't had none, for somebody been going around the yard complaining about the equipment and all that, to end up with points, no, it was deliberate. And I'm tired of it. You're not gonna keep doing that. Cause now I'm pissed now. This shit here I ain't gonna forget. Cause I am ready to go. I'm done with this shit. I'm tired of trucking. I'm tired of your little fucked up games you do. I'm tired of the shit you try to do. You try to go in my pocket. You try to fuck up. If this was my truck, you'd be trying to fuck it up. You do shit to trucks that make me be off work. I ain't making no income. It's like you trying to determine how much money I'm gonna make. You trying to direct me certain places with your loads and all that other shit. I'm tired. I'm tired of it. I want out. This here, you done fucked up now. 6 points for a headlight that you let me go around there and fix. I told the officer, I said, I've been driving straight. I've been on the drive line. I haven't stopped since I left that delivery. It had to blow out on the way here. The officer believed me. Why didn't our safety department? I'm the main one going around this yard talking about the equipment and the poor conditions of it. They gonna talk to me like, we can't prove that it wasn't out. What do you mean? So you don't take my word for it? Oh, all of a sudden I'm now riding around here with headlight out. Bullshit. It's people doing shit, rigging shit, and getting away with it. I'm tired of it. I want out of this industry because I'm sick and tired of it. I'm tired of your fucking fucked up ass games. I'm tired of you trying to sabotage my career. You already done sabotaged my trucks till I don't have any. Got me in financial debt because of this shit. Now you targeting my license. I'm done with this shit. I don't play these kind of goddamn games. I'm done. And I'm going to dispute that. Whatever the outcome, I'm still going to dispute it. I don't ride around here with goddamn headlights out. I don't know why the headlight went out. Because that was mighty strange. And I'm tired of people doing shit to me and getting away with the goddamn shit. I'm tired. This dirty trucker. I want out. Peace out.